Good evening, guys. Happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, I am going to get in the shower and get to bed. I actually have fresh bedding on my bed right now, which is awesome. I ended up taking care of all of that because I had like that Christmas what was it, like the duvet cover and like pillowcases and stuff like that. So I took all that stuff off and I was like, it's probably time to actually like wash my bedding now. So I ended up getting all that stuff done today. Actually, the dog's blanket that I normally leave at the foot of the bed for the dogs that they sleep on at night, that's in the dryer and I think it's done. So I'm going to go grab that and I'm again have everything on the bed. But I should have a grocery haul for you guys tomorrow. Me and my dad are most likely going to go to Meijer earlier in the day. He's actually supposed to be home, I think, because he works on like a campus. I think that they have got class that like starts at a certain time, so he has to be out of there by a certain time. So he'll only be working for like so many hours, like I think he said before like 9 o'clock or something like that. So he won't have a very long work day. So when he gets back, we can hopefully hang my what's it called, the netting stuff that I'm going to put the stuffed animals in and on, that's gonna go on my bed. And then I will also we're also gonna go to the grocery stores earlier in the day. Well, we're gonna go to Meijer. I'll probably save Jewel for like Sunday or whatever, and it'll probably be Sunday because on Saturday we were actually going to a Blackhawks game. So we will not, like, grocery haul stuff wise and things like that will be a little bit different. On top of that too, been sharing with you guys kind of my updates and going through all my clothes and things like that, and I did get some more progress done. This is most likely, well, the one thing that I did officially 100% get done was all of my sweatshirts are officially where my sweatshirts are going to go. You have a lot of extra sweatshirts that are up there, and those are actually kind of extra sweatshirts. They're actually the sweatshirts that are like all of the high school football sweatshirts that I really only wear during the football season. And to be honest, guys, I have got more sweatshirts than we have games. Like, we normally have 9 games, I think, regular season, plus like we've, again, the last 2 years have been to 1 playoff game, so 10 games a season. I have more than 10, like, just of the high school sweatshirts. I had a few from like what Matthew and Jack, like, they played youth football, but it was the same like school theme, I guess, and everything like that. Like, they had the same mascot, the same colors, the same like they were called the same thing, so like it was the same thing all the way up. So when Matthew and Jack were both in youth football, I also had some sweatshirts from that. So I just have a lot of like football sweatshirts, but I will still wear those even on like a Monday when we don't have like a football game or whatever to go to. But I have a lot of those, and those again too are things that I probably won't really wear all that often when it's not football season and when we're not, like, when it's not during like the high school football like season. So I figured I might keep one out just in case there's like an event or something like that that we're going to and they're like, doing something at the school, or again, whatever it is, or even to like if they have early like the summer camp stuff that they had, and I went to a couple of those. Probably not going to be in a sweatshirt though, because like the summer camp stuff was really hot. So like I said, probably won't be at those, but I will most likely, like I might still need a sweatshirt, on occasion for something like that. And to be honest too, the thing is that even the like early football games, a lot of times I don't even need a sweatshirt. Like, so to have like 10 plus sweatshirts is a little excessive. My other sweatshirts that are just like my either like football, I have like, I think a couple football sweatshirts like of different football teams, like the Panthers and Blackhawks and Steelers, and well, Blackhawks are not are not football, though that's hockey, but I think I have like 2 or 3 of those. I've got a Bears 1 or 2, but I do have like some zip ups and like some pullovers, like hoodies. All of the hoodies I have organized, guys. I did that today. They're all in the one drawer at the bottom, but I did finish that. And then I also, again, too, went through, I did also go through a lot of the stuff that was in the closet that was already hanging up and actually figured out what will I keep, what will I wear, and what should I get rid of. And I genuinely got rid of a lot of stuff, because even though I did this last year, I like went through everything, I noticed that like I still, even though I have a lot of clothes, there's just some things that I find more comfortable that I will wear more often, and I just am drawn to like wearing those clothes more. And after a while, like after over wearing a certain like sweatshirt or something like that, like I do tend to just like, I don't know, it's just not soft anymore. I don't like it anymore, you know, it's stretched out, something like that, like it doesn't fit right or whatever. So sometimes even like favorite sweatshirts and things like that I will tend to get rid of, but a lot of the stuff too was just things that like I had and I hung on to that were like from like honestly maybe even like high school stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll just hold on to those, like I'm sure I'll find another time to like wear it or whatever. And I'm like, okay, one, it's somewhat out of style, even if it wasn't like horribly out of style. Is like, it's kind of out of style. It's also like it just doesn't fit like right anymore, or it just like I just don't like it. I don't find it comfortable. Like I don't like have the right clothes to wear with it anymore, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. And again, I find myself wearing more comfortable clothes on a daily basis than like dressier clothes, I guess. So even some of that stuff too, I was like, I should just probably get rid of the stuff that like I'm not wearing. So I genuinely will probably still hang up some more stuff, but like honestly guys, this is going to be for my dresses, which are still up in the attic. This is pretty much what I have for like my winter wardrobe. And then down here, half of this is honestly jerseys, and the other half is like sweatshirt type stuff, or like pullover, I guess, type stuff, which you get to. That actually I didn't go through. Those were like more like sweaters, but like not like I don't know, pullover sweatshirts. They were just like kind of like shrug kind of like things and stuff like that, or like, you know, like blazer type stuff, but like not that fancy. I don't have that fancy of clothes really. It's just like some like kind of like sweater type things, or like, you know, I got pullover type stuff, but not like a pullover, but like, you know, like that type of stuff that like I could wear that's just a little bit, like a slight bit fancier. But again too, a handful of that stuff, I don't really know if like I'm even gonna wear some of the stuff that's in there. Like I still got rid of like a few things from like that was in there, because I was like, I really, again too, the last like time that I probably wore it, I was like, I don't really like this, you know, like I wasn't like super thrilled to wear it. And I was like, this is the year where I'm just saying, like, if I'm not thrilled to wear it, I'm getting rid of it. I will honestly probably come across some type of like, I'll get a sweatshirt from somebody, or I will get a you know, like again, like a birthday present, Christmas present, or, you know, just like sometimes my mom too, like she'll go thrifting and find me something that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so comfortable and amazing and I absolutely love it. You know, like something like that, like, and then versus like, you know, again, stuff that I'm like, I have it in my closet, but I probably won't wear it. I'll just keep it around for that, you know, slight chance that I might want to wear it, you know. And again too, there is things that like are dressier clothes that like when we go out to like nice places for nice reasons, you know, like that kind of stuff. I do still have clothes like that. I didn't just get rid of everything and just like, if it's not sweatshirt or sweatpants, I'm not keeping it type of thing. It was just, you know, I went through and again really figured out like, what will I really wear and what will I really, you know, like what is stuff that I just, again too, since I did this last year, when I kind of purged my closet last year, how much of this stuff did I actually go through and say, you know, if I don't wear this by next year, I'm gonna get rid of it. And it was a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of stuff that I got rid of because it was things that I ended up not keeping because I didn't wear it all, you know, between last year and this year. And again, there is like all of my sweaters are up in the attic, and so I can't really judge it that way because I have not had access to them in the last year. So which is why I'm in sweatshirts a lot more right now instead of like sweaters, because I don't have my sweaters downstairs. They're all in the attic because I put them away, I think well, I didn't put them away. I was actually storing them up there. I had them in this thing and I could still get to them like last like winter, but then it started getting harder and harder the more and more stuff we moved up into the attic and I had less access to it. So now like again, that's not a really good, like I can't really use that as like a, oh well, I didn't wear this since last year, you know, I should get rid of it kind of thing, because I didn't really have access to it. So that's why I did officially all of my sweatshirts are organized. I think it's going to take me a little bit longer than I was anticipating, because like today I was listening to the album that Jack got me for Christmas. He got me the SZA album, and so I put that on my record player. I actually also, guys, another thing that I'm super happy about, I finished burning through a candle, which is also awesome. This angel food cake one, which was really good. It just kind of smelled to me like a vanilla sort of scented candle, like a little bit more like sugar cookie vanilla type scent sort of. It smelled really good, but it was just, it's kind of one of those, like, I find vanilla is a very basic scent. Like, my mom burns it a lot of times, and I just find it very kind of basic. I like really like fruity smelling stuff, like tropical and, like, you know, I don't know, like berries and like that kind of stuff. I'm not huge into like florally scents, but I'm also not huge into like the, you know, like, I don't know, like vanilla or like the warmer scent type stuff, if that makes sense. My mom, she also likes a lot of different stuff, but like that was always, especially too, like growing up, that was like her scent, and I was like, I want something different. Like I want something that's a little bit like stronger. It doesn't just smell like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, like cookies baking kind of thing. I want something I don't smell that often, like a berry or whatever, you know, like that kind of stuff. So I burned through that. I'm going to go and get rid of that container because I realized I don't have many Scentsy like in like wax melts. Even though I did get my wax melt thing, I do have a few, but I don't have that many. And I have way more candles. So I was like, I need to focus on burning candles. So I put my record on, and I ended up burning a candle, and I just, however long that was gonna run for and play for was how long I was gonna go through my clothes, through the first side of the first album before I started doing it. And because I was doing laundry, and so like, and I was putting everything on my bed. So then once I flipped it over then to the second side, I went through 3 sides and finished at least doing that. So that was kind of big. Like, went through, like I said, really purged and really organized everything. So that's where I think officially all of my like sweatshirts and things like that are going and staying. And now I kind of need to slowly go through all of the other drawers and figure out where I want to put things, and then put the stuff, you know, the what's it called, the vacuum seal stuff away. But again too, even though I'm taking it very slowly, it's been working out in my favor, I think, because if I were to just do it and be like, okay, let's just get it all done, I'd probably be so overwhelmed and not do it well. Like, so at least that I'm taking my time. I know that I'm doing it well and thinking things through. Like, do I really want to keep this? Where would be the best spot to like store this? Do I want to keep these? Because like, again too, I was like, I have way too many sweatshirts, and I was like, these are all like the high school football sweatshirts. I was like, I only wear them once a year, really. You know, like, I mean, again, sometimes I'll wear them a few times throughout the year, but I was like, genuinely, I can probably store these away, and for the most part, and then put those in those vacuum seal bags and store them up there anyway. So again, that was like, you know, had I been doing this on a different day, I probably just would have gotten so overwhelmed and been like, I have too many sweatshirts, I have too much like clothing and stuff like that, that I would have just like shut down and been like, I'm not finishing it. And I didn't, and you know, so far again, it's been working out, but I think it's just going to take me a little bit longer because we do have so much stuff going on too. Like tomorrow I probably won't have time to do any of that, but if I can get my stuffed animal net mounted so I can put all my stuffed animals and things like that in there and all my plushies, then I like, that's good. And that's another thing that like, I'll take having that done versus my clothes right now, because I can only do that when my dad's here to do it and help me like hang that up. So I'd rather, like I said, take that instead of doing the clothes part right now. So too, again, then Saturday we have the Hawks game that we're going to, so there's just a lot of stuff that's kind of going on. So I'm like, I'll give myself some leeway, even though I wanted to have it done by the end of this week. I probably am not going to, but again, maybe within the next week, probably have it all done would be really nice. But it's you know, like coming along very well, which is good, but I just don't think I'm going to be done in the time frame that I set for myself. So anyways, I am going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.